What's up, YouTube? It's me, guys. This is VSG. So this is on what's on the menu tonight. You see it? Red lobster, green beans, shrimp, salmon, lobster. And it was a side of mashed potatoes. Make sure you can see this. Yeah, that's pretty much, and some water. So yep, that's what's up. Feeling so sad today. I had to put my cat out. Very first cat. I had to take her back to the animal shelter where I got her. So when I was out of town visiting my mom, now I didn't have her since she was born this past July. I had her since September. Me and my mom both went in and got her, right? So her name is Gail. I remember if you look in my previous videos, I was showing her on the camera. So we get to her house. She was hissing at everybody. She was just like totally not herself. And then when she got back, it was like she was not herself. She was like completely miserable. Nobody's living with me. It's only me and her. She was just, every time I look at her, she was acting so weird when we got back. I'm like, I can't take this. So I did call animal behavior, and she's like, yeah, well, but you know, that's going to also cost money. And right now trying to transition and trying to take up French and trying to save up money. And it's just, I couldn't fit it all in. And then my head started to click around. It's like, you know what? You're taking on so many responsibilities, way more. You just need to slow down. And I just started to thinking like, man, thinking back, I've always wanted a cat. And it's like, when I got my little small refund check from my scholarships and stuff, I'm like, man, I got $5,000. I'm about to do whatever the hell I want. I'm gonna get me a cat now while I have the money to do so and buy things. I just was not thinking, I just wasted like $400 or $500 on a cat, all together with, you know, getting her a scratcher and all this to only take her back and get nothing back for her. So that's my decision, but I didn't want to sit and then try to put her through behavioral classes, and then she just getting older and older, and then another home can't take her. But I did tell my mom, like, they always post all the kittens, everything on their website. So if I look back in a month and I see she's like still there, I'll go back and get her. So that's the beauty part. She do have a home if she just don't have any other alternative, and then I'm just gonna have to pay the money to put her in behavioral classes. That's okay. So I'm sad about that because that's my first kitten. And then I'm just like, you know what? I feel so bad about that. I know she's only an animal, but still, you know, she has feelings too. That's not right. What if I was a kitten and I was biting and didn't know any better? How would I feel about somebody just dropping me back off at an animal shelter after having me since a kitten? I feel awful. So that's the way I look at things. But I did. I dropped her off. I'm feeling a bit of relief because not only do I have to move out of my apartment and figure out what was I going to do with her scratcher and all this stuff, just made thinking about my move to abroad and getting, just made everything a lot more easy for me to think. So anyways, so thinking about, you know, what we talked about in my last video about getting a trade and all that stuff. So I also talked to this guy. I'm not going to expose his name, but I always had a crush on him since the first time. Well, when I first saw him, I'm like, oh, he's really attractive. But like when I saw him again, We were talking to him, like, wow, he really, really is cute. And then out of the blue, I just started having a crush on him. That's how always like my stories start with anybody I truly like or plays any real important role in my life. As far as attraction, it always starts off like, okay, you're cute. And then we get to talking, and then I realize I really like this person. But why is it every time that does happen, and it's somebody I really do care about, either that person either turns out to be a true a-hole, or they're already with somebody and there's no relationship with us at all? Why? Why, YouTube? Why? Why is it like that? Let's just get down on. But I gotta show you guys this. Got to. A guy put a promise ring on my finger on Christmas Day, this Christmas. So he has been around since my 20s. We weren't officially dating, but we were like, you know, just kicking it. So I take it off because I still have to size it. Sizing it's gonna be only like $90. It's cool. But let me get it on. So yeah, that is real diamond, real gold ring. So it's beautiful, isn't it? That just crazy. But he's like, yeah, this is a promise ring. It's my gift to you. So crazy because I always had gold and stuff, but never like a real expensive diamond gold ring. Never have I owned one. And me and him was talking about that way before I went out of town. And he was like, so this is your first real diamond ring, a promise ring. So he was like, this is my gift to you. So I wanted it sort of like a gift, but slash a promise to you. So this is pretty much how I feel about you. He was like, so I'm hoping this is going to lead to more. So it's like, oh, okay. So I didn't say no. I'm like, thank you. And then I asked him, like, so is this is this an engagement or is this a gift? And he's like, well, I think a gift should be even more formal, but sort of, I don't want to put it too, he was like, it's both. He's like, more than anything, it's a promise that this is going to grow. Our relationship is going to grow into more. I want more. So it's like, okay, so we're taking it slow. We haven't lived together, so I did not say no. It wasn't a no, it wasn't yes. So this is like, this is promise, this is how I feel about you. I want more. So that's how that conversation went. What are my own personal thoughts? I do care about him. I do, but we haven't lived together and we have not spent enough. He lives all the way in Chicago. I live all the way in Omaha, Nebraska. We have not spent enough time to where we're going to say, yeah, let's set a date. Let's tie the knot right now. We have not gotten that far enough to where we should be getting married. So that's my thoughts on it. Do I care about it? Yes, I do. Do I want to get officially married at this time? Probably not. Like I always say, I want to finish school. I want to do a little bit traveling. I want to go on an engagement with this person for a few years before we just tie the knot and say I do. What I don't want is to be in court like, damn, I wish I never did. You know what I mean? I don't want that to happen. So these green beans are really good. Getting my protein and stuff in. I'm not a person. I love greens. Greens, turkey, mashed potatoes, you know. Greens in general, I love greens. I do like Brussels sprouts. I do love broccoli, especially with some cheese on it. Oh, just awesome, man. But I'm very picky. I'm a person that loves, I'm sorry if I'm smacking. I love fruit. I can eat fruit all day. I can eat fruit just ridiculously. But guess what? What has sugar in it? Fruit! It's too bad, right? And my mom, she's like, no, you shouldn't eat fruit. Just raspberries and all that. That's when I started to learn about keto. I'm like, what the hell? Fruit? I don't even have any damn fruit. Just nasty as vegetables. I'm never going to lose any weight. And I was like, in the beginning. But you know what? When it's like entire dinner, then I'm okay with the vegetable. If I got some salmon or some mashed potatoes with it, it's the way you gotta cook. Even though this is red lobster, I order it. I just did that from the beginning. Cause I can whip up some salmon. I can. My salmon be good. Oh. And I can make mashed potatoes, no problem. Whip that up. Grill me some shrimp. I can grill some shrimp. With some green beans on top. Just things you can think about when you didn't have a cool head. It's like, duh, you didn't know that? Of course I did. I just wasn't hitting my brain, you know? I'm too busy thinking about all the foods I had to give up and not being a real cook and eating the same foods over and over because I'm not a real cook. It's crowding my brain up. So that was the problem. Yo, this is good. Red Lobster is really good. If you ever get tired of Jimmy John's and Subway, you don't want to cheat on your diet by putting McDonald's in your mouth, this is definitely the way to go. Try Red Lobster. I don't really like Long John Silver stuff. Last few times I ate there, their food really sucked. It could just be here. Could be just the location I personally went with. Because I heard some people like, no, Red Lobster suck. I love Red Lobster. Red Lobster ain't never sucked to me. Just me. Well, anyways. So, back to what I was talking about. Now, yeah, like I was saying, the guys that I really, truly, like, had this huge amount of attraction for, just, like, never works. But anyway, getting back to the topic. So the guy, whatever, that's my friend that, I had this humongous crush on. Well, we're still friends on Facebook, whatever. I was talking to him, and I was asking him, what is better, healthcare, for something on the side as far as the side trade, medical assistant or cosmetology? He was like, cosmetology, because medical assistant should be a main focus. And actually, I really agree. And actually, when I told my mom and stuff about it, actually, she didn't agree. They're like, but you can get a job. But see, my mom is more about finding a job and stability, which, yeah, of course you can agree. But you, at the same time, you want to take something that you're going to be able to stay focused in, and that you're going to be doing a good job in, not something taking up something you really barely know the stuff and you don't really like it. I'm not going for a degree. Hell, I have the major that I want. But looking in cosmetology, it's like, it's not even a side trade, because you're learning makeup and hair. Now think about it. My associate's degree is media production. My major is pretty much film and TV. What is the main thing you need in film and TV? Makeup person, hairstylist, nail technician, everything. Pretty much you need a cosmetologist in the media field. And that's something that I can still do in a shop and other stuff. What's scaring me now, I did apply to beauty school. They have dorms and all this stuff. So I'll be starting classes March 29th. I also applied for a medical assistant program, something else where classes will be starting around the end of March. Starting so late because I got vacation coming up, and you know what's up with that. So it's like, I'm looking at it like I want to take this trade and get this license and something I really want, but at the same time it's like the COVID just totally screwed us all. Because even still, so many businesses closed, but it's ironically enough, there's so many businesses that's looking for positions right now in my local area. It's like 69 jobs that were open on Indeed. So I'm like, wow. And there's so many other places and so much you can still do with it, but it's like, I'm scared of it because the whole reason for having a trade is so I can automatically get a job, you know? And if we're in a government shutdown, what the hell I'm gonna do with a cosmetology license? I can't do much, but I mean, you can do hair out your house. You can do wigs and sell them online, and that is true. You can have your own business working for the comfortable of your own home, and then you don't have to worry about any face-to-face contact. Yeah, if you market your stuff really good and you do, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's worth it. That's like, I'm trying to be this go-getter. My what? Maybe, what if I go to medical assistant and then I don't like it? Or patients are dying everywhere and it's too much. Or what if I take up cosmetology and then I can't get any more financial aid to go back and get my bachelor's in film and TV? It's like now I'm hitting this zone to where I'm really realizing, like, damn, you really are a woman. This everything is about you and how you feel about it, and you have to make this decision for yourself. It's like, this is like my wake-up call. Like, everything I do is about to be centered not just around your finances, about your mental health, your integrity, your weight loss journey. This is what's going to keep you from overeating, feeling like a failure. What you're doing now until you die, this is about you. I'm scared of making the wrong decision, but I'm also afraid to sit here and not try it. That's not something I want to do, period. That's not an option. So scary. I already had my life planned out. Get my degree in the industry, music and TV, move to New York, get a job, some type of job with my degree, get my foot in the door until I get into what I really want to do with my life, get rich, get famous, and then move to Paris. That was my life I've mapped out since a kid. Huh? Because now I went from that to, fuck it. Let's just go straight to Paris. Fuck New York. I'm anxious, scared. I'm about to learn French. So realistically, I want to start classes back at a regular university 2022. So that's my plan for moving abroad. I've decided I really do want to go. So I'm looking at universities out there because I think that's going to be the best, less complicated way. If I go, maybe stay on campus for a year. See how, I like it. Somewhere that's not really expensive. Get a job, be there for a while. And if I like it there, stay there. And then I did my research. They said I can still have something called dual or something residency, to where, I have my residency in that country, but also for the United States, keeping that. So that's pretty cool. You can do that in Canada, and it said I can do that in Paris. So yeah, I'm comfortable with that. I was just thinking, oh my God, totally have to get been a U.S. citizen. I don't have to do that. Pretty cool. So that's a stress off my shoulders. So y'all, I guess our next step is just making that move, making that plans. And as far as the guy that gave me promissory, I mean, if it's truly meant to be, it would be no matter where I go. He's in an industry to where it's needed everywhere around the globe, including in the UK. So he works for, he's been working in the hotel business for years. So that's something he can carry around anywhere. So if it really, really was meant to be him, it'd be. But I'm not going to keep you guys. I just want to kind of talk to you guys, have a little story time. See what I've been doing these past 5-6 days. And keep, I always say in my YouTube videos, like, yeah, I'm going to start doing my videos regularly. So I'm making that commitment. So I will keep you guys updated. Let me know if there's something you guys want to see. So we're gonna keep checking in every week. I didn't do my weight, get my weigh in. Sorry, but I'm gonna make sure I do it for the next video. All right, guys. Let me get. I don't want to keep you guys, so I'm getting also a little tired. I've been on all night and all that stuff. Tomorrow, picking up my fell for my passport online. I had to make my appointment. So tomorrow I'll pay for my passport. Yeah. So got the application filled out online, just waiting. So yeah, we're taking our necessarily steps to moving abroad, and I haven't, my savings still has, it only has $60 in there. I had to break it, it had 120. But that's okay. I only broke it to pay my application fee for beauty school, and I left the rest alone. So let's keep this going, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Love you.